Well, hello, everybody. Eric Ortness with the Greater Madison Area Chamber of Commerce. And joining me today is another one of our head volleyball coaches for Saturday's upcoming match, Jennifer Lopez, head coach at North Dakota State University. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you bet. I know we've got a lot of excitement for the event on Saturday, and just a couple of housekeeping items for those that are interested. We still do have tickets available. We have a few courtside seats available also. We'll put the link in the comments when we post this so that everybody has access to that. But Coach, let's kind of move back to the fall season that you had. Talk a little bit about your fall season and maybe tie that in with what you're looking to get out of your spring season.
Yeah, so this last fall, really awesome group of kids. And, they talk about when you have special teams and special players who have done something really positive for your program, you got to enjoy those moments a little bit more because it doesn't always happen. And we definitely had a group of underclassmen, upperclassmen that did some really good things and made a huge impact on what NDSU volleyball is. And so, unfortunately, we graduated 5 kids, and so a lot of them had some pretty prominent roles and big shoes to fill during their time here at NDSU. And so this spring, it's been a lot of learning, a lot of training. We've got a lot of underclassmen to develop. And so really using this spring to make some strides to kind of set ourselves up for success.
Touch on maybe some of if you've got some newcomers that came in at semester time, or maybe some younger kids that you're looking at counting on playing big roles this coming fall.
Yep. So, biggest thing for me is just within our setter position and our back row position. And we had kind of working through our setters last fall. We had 3 on the roster, and every one of them saw some play time at a different point. And so, biggest thing this spring is just finding some consistency with that, just within training and level of play, and just how are they finding a way to lead on the court. And so, our setters have done a really good job of having a good focus as we've gone into training. And then our bros graduated our libero from last year, and so 2 freshmen on the roster. And so really for them, just getting some time and opportunity to see where that goes for them.
Sure. And then, a lot of people maybe don't realize that there is a spring volleyball college season. So for you guys, what does your spring maybe weekly schedule look like?
Yeah. So we're still practicing every single day. So we're in the gym, we're doing training, we're competing against ourselves. Typically in the spring, you got a little bit of a smaller roster. And so you're putting people in positions and they get a lot more reps, a lot more time on the court, especially as you wait for your freshmen to come in. And so for us, it's practicing Monday through Friday, working to play some games now here on the weekends or midweek games just to alleviate some of our weekend travel with recruiting and being on the road as coaches. And so have really seen our kids develop and grow in a lot of ways. And so it's been fun so far this spring as far as the direction we've been going.
Well, let's kind of talk about, coming to Madison this Saturday. The match is at 1 o'clock. Talk about maybe, coming to a different community, getting kind of outside of Fargo, expanding I guess the knowledge of volleyball, and especially coming to Madison, maybe what that brings.
Yeah, I think this is an awesome opportunity for our program, and I think what Madison's gonna do for both teams and both universities to just elevate our sport, elevate our programs, but also create something really fun for everybody to be a part of. I think the fun part is there's no win-loss attached to this record as we go into this weekend, and so it really is about how do we compete, how do we have some fun, how do we grow as a program, see where we need to get better, and how do we utilize the rest of spring for that. But I think being able to go to a neutral site, again, with another Summit League school, I think is a really good shot for us to compete against a really good team. South Dakota had a phenomenal year last year, and so really be able to just bring the community together, outside of our area here up north.
Yeah, and again, just kind of touching on everything. So it's this Saturday. The match will be at the Madison Central High School. We'll put the link in the comments for tickets. Coach, thanks for joining me today, and we'll get this posted today and start getting it out on social media.
Absolutely. Looking forward to Saturday.